And it says we are live. Of course, it's Thursday night. I'm here. You're beautiful. It's time for GotBot Goes live. Hope you're having a fantastic week, man. Mine has been a controversial one. Very busy for me personally. And a controversial one. And we'll talk about some of that controversy coming up. Controversial in two ways, actually, though a lot of people only know one. Yesterday's review about this guy getting a lot of flack, man. Getting a lot of flack. We'll talk about it in a little bit for sure. Hope you guys are having a tremendous day, man. Hope it is going super duper well for you. Of course, I'm going to get things set up here. While I'm getting it set up, I, of course, am your host, your most humble host, Dennis Moulton, a.k.a. GotBot. As always, man, please like, comment, share, of course, subscribe, baby. And while you're at it, didn't want to do it that time, hit the notification bell. It helps me out a ton. It lets you know when content of all sorts goes up here on the channel. Check out Machinery of Man, the Everything Factor, all the groups that I'm either a mod or an admin for. All those links in the description, as well as all of my social media links. They're also in the description. And that's always the best way to kind of reach out and get in touch with me, you know. If you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link. Check us out on Patreon. See what we offer to you through Teespring, or, of course, hit the join button right here on YouTube, baby. Become a channel member. We have, of course, some news and reveals tonight. Our trivia tonight comes by our friend Blue Raccoon. And, of course, we're going to top the show off with this week's unboxing. One thing in it, actually, I hope that he comes in here, because there's one thing in it that I think I know what it is. But I did not get a chance to be able to ask the man about it himself. Hopefully he comes in here as we get going. Oh my goodness, look at that. I just saw Rudy there. Wow, man. I appreciate you being here. I assume it got to be kind of late where you're to, my friend. Let me see here. Let's just get this all settled up. Well, Luigi, happy to see you. Hey, Mattia, happy to see you. Dragonfly, happy to see you, my friend. This week, Dragonfly gets a little bit of a rest. Because he didn't do the trivia this week. I'm taking it from Blue Raccoon. Big thank you to Steven. Back to being supporter at the leader class. Very appreciated, my friend. Very appreciated indeed. And actually, I have something coming up, a discussion coming up for my patrons, and I'm working on I talked about last week, I'm working on a bit of a 3D printed giveaway for patrons and channel members. But Dragonfly's been working on something for me. A lot of people know that Dragonfly was good enough to actually cast. I wonder if I can... I feel like my color is a bit weird tonight, man. Like, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if that's better. I don't know, man. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just my shirt. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. A lot of people know that Dragonfly cast me really most of the set of the I guess I'll spit this out in a minute. Centurion pack, and he's been working on getting me Soundwave. I don't have Soundwave yet, and he's working on that for me, which is why I haven't reviewed this yet. So you know, I give him a buy because he's you know, the man's busy man. Plus, he's doing his own content on his own channel now. Check it out. I think today for Throwback Thursday, Dragonfly put up his look at G1 Grimlock. So go check it out, man. Hey Ken, happy to see you here. Boss Gunny. Hey Danny. Maximal 10. Ninja Bill. I'm going to start this off, and I'm probably going to do it a couple of times through the show. I want to give a huge shout out right now to Ninja Bill. It is his birthday. Everybody give Ninja Bill a happy birthday. And just for you, buddy, I'm going to do something that I've never done on the show. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Ninja Bill. Happy birthday to you. Usually I do that a lot louder, but I think it would really hurt your ears. Just got Kingdom Inferno and Dinobot. So I thought I was going to have Kingdom Inferno and Dinobot here today, and they're in the city. Walmart won't sell them. I went there, as did somebody else. We went to two separate locations, and both of us got turned down. I had them in hand, went up to self-checkout. I wasn't there to get them because we've been in a high alert level. I was there getting a couple of other supplies. It happened to, like, the aisle happened to go past that area. I saw them on the shelf. I was like, oh, wow. So I went to the shelf. I picked them up. I took them. I went up self-checkout. They wouldn't scan. I said, weird. And so I called the lady that for the self-checkout over, and she was like, I don't understand. So she called the manager, and the manager came over and said, yeah, they're not in the system yet. And I said, well, okay, how do we remedy this? He was like, they're not in the system yet. I'm not selling them. And I was like, can we just scan someone else? You know what the prices is. It's a Voyager. I know, I understand, you have inventory systems and whatnot, but I used to work with Walmart a long time ago, and we used to sell the stuff, and it would just be like made up on the back end. And he said, just get the kid something else. I'm like, it's not for a kid, it's for me. I'm a collector. And he looked at me with a smirk and look of derision and said, you can wait, and walked away. And then when I called out, and I never said his name and I never said the location, but when I called out that manager, I said, that manager is a trash manager and garbage at customer service. I had other people who work in retail that took it as I was attacking all retail. Let's get this straight. And we're going to get straight right here, world over right now. I absolutely respect people who work in retail. It is very hard, especially now. I've worked in it. I get it, man. I understand how difficult it is. And some people build an entire career on it, and they're excellent at it. They are so good at customer service. They're so good at putting the customer first and making sure that what's done is done. I also understand that, maybe the product shouldn't have been put out. I don't know who to blame. I don't know if you blame the stock person who put it out, the person in the department, or the manager, or maybe it shouldn't have been sent from the distribution center. Although, to be fair, I know it's been selling across the rest of Canada, so there's no reason why it shouldn't have been done here. Now, as for that manager, I tend to blame the manager because he could have taken my name, he could have put him aside, he could have said, when they're in the system, we'll call you. Guess what? I've done that exact thing at Toys R Us, at EB Games. I've done it at, I've done it at Zellers when it was open, long time ago. I've done it at other stores. Why couldn't this manager just work with a customer to keep him happy? That's not what he did. He did not please the customer. And as such, when he walked away after the smirk, I just said, and I didn't make a scene. I just said, very good. I won't be bringing my business here anymore. And I won't go to that location anymore. Simple as that. So all that manager succeeded in doing was not pleasing a customer and losing business. Yet I was the entitled one. I don't know. What do you guys think? Was I the entitled one, or was he a trash manager? You guys tell me. I'm going to go down through the comments. I actually like it, but I don't love it. Funny that I like the leg transformation. I hate the gaps above the waist and car mode. Yeah, we're going to get to him in a minute. Hi, Boss Gunny, Danny, blah, blah, blah. Rudy is here as well, of course. Let's see here. I got my extra Siege Omega Supreme if anyone wants him. There you go. Steven's selling his Siege Omega Supreme. He's glorious, by the way. What did I think about Kingdom Rodimus? You know what? It's part of the news, but let's do it now. So last week we saw a robot image of Kingdom Rodimus, and I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's only a robot. I need to see more. So now we've seen more of it. My concern is that it's really more of a traditional leader offering, where you have a Voyager class robot and then only a trailer with it. And I know there's here's the thing though, we've seen it, but when you look at the list of stuff, some stuff throws me for a loop. 10 blast effects. Okay, they're only blast effects. Don't get all crazy by yourself oh, there's such value. They're just soft rubbery plastic blast effects. They're not spectacular. Plus, if you're not careful with them, they do tend to almost melt and solidify with your plastic. So you got to be careful with them. But there's something that says a battery. I don't know what there's a battery for or what that's referring to. I find that weird. It says one battery. I don't know what that's for. Maybe, I don't know. Is there electronics or something? I don't know. I'm struggling to see it as a true commander, and I was worried that we'd have a small cab with an oversized trailer. I feel like the trailer might be oversized. It might just be the angle. So I'll wait. I'll reserve judgment. I do feel like the cab is out too far from where it should be. And when you watch the pipes going up the side, why? I'm not gonna say why, but did you notice that they split as they go up the side? It's so his spoiler can go in, but it's really jarring because why would your exhaust pipe split going up the side? I like the look of the robot, though he has quite a lot of junk on the back of his calf. The face, it's not striking me. I'm not digging the face, but I do like the darker colors and the look. Some people have said it might be an upsized version of this. Maybe. And you know what? Maybe the engineering would work better on something bigger because it's not working for me on this. I know a lot of people are like, the engineering's amazing. I feel like, and I said it in the review, I feel like this is like Universe Galvatron. It is over-engineered for the size. It's not, I like the legs, like I opened this leg out, it just like clicked, and then just to open this piece out, I'll just do it on this leg. Oh, it doesn't feel good. And then we bring it up, and I just snapped it in. I mean, it's not that it's bad per se, but like I can see through this red plastic. Like I can see my finger on the other side. That's how thin it is. I don't believe in the longevity of it. And why would you open it on the inside? Open it on the outside so you can just fold the leg up, make life easy. Opening it on the inside seems cumbersome. I feel like the way the Titan's return leg handled the unfolding was infinitely better. I don't like it. And then some people have said like the engineering's stupendous. The engineering's okay. It's all right. It does have a high parts count. And I admit, after talking to some people, like the guy's not hollow. But like I bring the arm out to the front, right there. Okay, the engineering, the articulation is amazing. I can't bend this out. I cannot just bend this out. I have to go up like this and bend it out. You can do it, but it's cumbersome. Now, that cumbersome engineering, that cumbersome shoulder articulation, if this was just the deluxe price point, I'd probably give it a pass and say, what do you expect? It's a deluxe. I'm basing it against Voyager standards. And a lot of people said, your Voyagers have changed, blah, 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 blah. Okay, but here's a Voyager, Cyclonus, very recent Voyager. Are you telling me that this is the same value? Because I'm not seeing it. I am not seeing how these two are the same value and same price. This is brilliant. This is not. Or let's just take his mold mate, or not mold mate, his wave mate. Are you telling me that this is the same value? This is significantly denser, heavier, significantly more paint. I'm not seeing it. If you do and you can justify it, cool. My criticism was harsh. It was based on facts and analysis. If you don't agree, that's cool, but know what you're getting yourself into. Me as a reviewer, part of my responsibility is to suggest to you guys honestly what I think you should spend your hard-earned money on. I think you should spend your hard-earned money on Cyclonus. I think you'll be quite happy. The same for Scourge. I don't think you should spend it on Hot Rod. I think he's too dicey to spend it on him. Or if you're going to spend it on him, keep an eye out, get him on sale. If you can get him, for like a deluxe price on sale, yeah, he's probably worth that. But I don't see Voyager here. Nothing in the math lines up to me for Voyager. And as I say that, I've had so many people who have been so like butthurt over this and been like, he's amazing. You don't know what you're talking about. You're not objective. Okay, you guys know me better than anyone. I'm the most critical, like objective guy. I weigh the things and I compare to what they've been. I don't know how you're supposed to be more objective than that. And in the review, I said certain things were subjective. The leg transformation. My tolerances are bad. I feel like the plastic is super thin and flexing. Maybe your tolerances are better and the legs work more like butter for you. Kato says they do. So I admit that that's a subjective gripe. But every joint being miscolored, that is objective. You can look at it yourself and tell every joint's miscolored. The mass is 77 grams. You can weigh it yourself and you can see it is what it is. You can look at older Voyagers. You can look at these Voyagers and weigh the mass and see what they are. I guarantee you they're more than 77 grams. I don't see it. I don't see the engineering. I don't see the extra paint. I don't see the extra love or detail here in Hot Rod. I don't see it. I wish I did, but I don't. If you do, cool, but I'm not going to see it, man. I hope the Rodimus is better. I see the potential for the Rodimus to be better. I'm a little nervous about the vehicle mode, and I'm a little nervous if he's truly Commander. We shall see. Hey, Hound. Hey, Blackbird. Hey, Decepticon John. Hello, what? This is with Kingdom Galvatron. I didn't see anything with Kingdom Galvatron. I don't know. I didn't see anything with King. Have we seen something with Kingdom Galvatron? I thought Galvatron was supposed to be Studio Series. I'll check now that I'm here. I mean, I'll check and see if I missed something before I went on the air. I don't see anything for Kingdom Galvatron, and I think he's Studio Series. Gabriel, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think he's Studio Series. As we go down here, hey, Sound Blaster Studios, thoughts on the Beast Wars reissues? Let's do that now too. Beast Wars reissues, dig it. I like him. I never experienced the Rat Trap, but he looks pretty good. The Cheetor, if you're gonna get Kingdom Cheetor or the reissue, get the reissue. It's better. I can guarantee you, it's better. I've had the original Cheetor for years. I've customized him. He's great. The Kingdom lasted me 2 weeks before he crumbled to pieces. So, just saying. The Megatron and the Primal, I think it's a win either way. If you're in for the Kingdom, cool. If you're in for the originals, they're still fantastic. Like, I can't speak to the Kingdom Megatron yet because mine's pushed back till the end of the month again. So I haven't experienced that, but I know the original Beast Wars Megatron. I love that thing. I didn't think I would as much as I do, but I really do. And this one has the better head. So I like that. I think they're great. Now, the pricing might be a little bit high. The leaders are $39.99 US. Makes me think that they might be a little high here in Canada, but maybe not. I expect the deluxes to be the price of a deluxe. And you know what? I think that they're worth it. I see the value. Honestly, I don't think I'll get them because I have the originals. I've reviewed the originals, and these are just reissues. But yeah, I dig them. This is wave one. I absolutely dig it. It'll be interesting to see what they do with more of these reissues. It even looks like the Rat Trap has like the rock bubble variant. So like that's kind of cool too. I look forward to seeing more Beast Wars on the shelves, especially these older ones. It's really going to take me back to a time when I was working and putting them on the shelves too. So yeah, I dig it. I'm looking forward to it. I like it. I do. Hey Jay, happy to see you here. We go down here. You are very welcome, Ninja Bill, my friend. Hey, Crumple Zone, just got RID Scourge, epic. RID Scourge was really well done for the time. He's still amazingly well done for now. I have rules to go by, but they are jerky rules, and sometimes the people are jerks trying to enforce them. Yeah, I mean, there's a right way and a wrong way to deal with it. There could have been a solution, you know. I'm not unreasonable. Like, I'll give you another example. Speaking of a manager, so I had a pre-order in for the 4-pack of Spy Patrol at an EB Games. And eventually they contacted me and said, yeah, we got to cancel your pre-order because according to head office, pre-orders are only being filled up to such and such a date. And I was talking to the manager and I said, well, that kind of sucks. I said, I'm going to have to find this stuff somewhere else. I wish I'd known beforehand. And he apologized profusely. And I said, well, what are you going to do to make it right? And he said, well, you have other pre-orders here. He said, so your amount that you have paid is going to go apply to your other pre-orders. And I said, well, how do I know they're not going to get canceled? He said to me, when I was talking to head office and they canceled this one, I had them confirm then that your other pre-orders would not be canceled and would be fulfilled, because I couldn't go back to the customer and tell them more than one pre-order was going to be canceled. I said, you know what? That's the most you could do, man. You know what? That's fine. I'll find elsewhere. Thanks for letting me know. And we done business fine. He went above and beyond. He made sure that my other purchases were going to be there fine. He didn't give me a laugh or look of derision. He didn't just walk away with the product. He didn't take product off the shelf that was already out on the shelf and not sell it. When I worked there, man, like there were times stuff was mistakenly put on the shelf. We took stuff back for stores that wasn't even us and it ended up on the shelf. And I used to tell the manager, that's not even from our store. And you know what he'd say to me? Sell it anyway. Here's the price tag. He'd reprice it right then and there. He'd say, sell it anyway. I used to say, what about inventory? He'd say, we'll work it out on the back end. I said, okay. He was a higher pay grade than me, but it was never, ever don't sell something if it's out. Always make the customer happy. A lot of times I didn't necessarily agree with making the customer happy, but that was the motto. Don't let a customer go away angry. So what's changed? There's ways to work with it, right? Just going back up here. I've been here since Grease Pit, and it was really helpful with my copy. Also, you are planning to get one of the Planet X Oh man, I would love. Honestly, I'm funny. I'd love to get some of the Planet X stuff. I can't afford it with the exchange rate in Canada and my income being what it is. I can't afford it. But I'm going to tell you this. I know a lot of people who do have them. I've handled a couple. Sometimes I wish they had a couple of extra locking points. Like I'm specifically thinking about Planet X Megatron. But if you have the means, and if you have the extra funds, and if you are thinking about it, do it. Planet X does a tremendous job with those FOC offerings, and they've stayed in their lane with it. Really, really, really well done. I'm very confident in saying that. Weigh him, SS86 Hot Rod with his. That's what I did. I weighed him with his accessory. That was everything in the box with him. Sound Blaster Studios, 77 grams. You don't want me to weigh him without his accessories. That was everything. That was the blast effect. That was the matrix. That was everything in the box. 77 grams. That's all he is. Hey, Mike. Hey, Grimlock on. Hey, Ryan. Yeah, I thought it was Kingdom Galvatron too. Galvatron was seen on Earthrise boxes. I thought, though, that the Galvatron that we saw there was going to be the little gloopy mess that comes with Unicron. I said that a lot. I'm surprised we're getting an actual Galvatron. It'll be interesting to see how he is. I assume that a Galvatron will look pretty splendid with these two lads. I haven't reviewed this guy yet. He'll be this week coming up. Right now, my Galvatron is Mania King. He's up there on a shelf. Yeah, and I'm going to tell you, Mania King looks pretty good with both of them. Color me impressed. What I think about G2 Ramjet, let's talk about that too. This is a good way to go through the news. G2 Ramjet, I like the Seekers. It's a wild color scheme. Here's where I'm pleasantly surprised. Now, I don't have my regular Ramjet or Dirge. 6 delay emails so far. I don't know if I'll ever get them, but my order hasn't been canceled. So, but what do I think about the G2 one? If you're into Seekers, go for it. I am pleased to announce, and a bit surprised, but pleased to announce the original listing. And there was a listing that was leaked to me from a source. The original listing that was leaked to me had Ramjet listed at $49.99. And perhaps that listing is still $49.99, indicating a jump in the Voyager price point, a significant jump in the Voyager price point. I am glad to say that I have since seen listings, Canadian listings, that still have Ramjet at $39.99. Now, one of those listings have it on sale at $39.99 with a $49.99 slashed out. But while I think we're teetering on $49.99, maybe they're rethinking it because they've gotten some backlash and flack because a lot of Canadian fans have not been on board with that price jump. It happened before. I've mentioned it. They tried to do a price jump prematurely with Combiner Wars Voyagers, and it didn't last. They didn't sell. They didn't move, and they rescinded it, and it went back to what the price was for a couple of years. Maybe it's a similar sort of thing here. Maybe they're like, too much too soon, man. Maybe. And if that's the case, I'll give credit where credit is due. Is Official Kingdom just like Cyclonus? I don't know what that means. The Cyclonus is amazing. The Scourge is amazing. Kingdom goes with Studio Series 88. Pretty great. So there you go. The reissues look sweet. Yep. As we go down. I hope we see the crossover T-Rex soon. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see that. Now, I mean, I'm still waiting on mine, but I know a lot of people that are Jurassic Park fans that would like to see that. I won't buy the reissues either since I still have the originals. Yeah, for me, it'd be double dipping for no reason. But, I mean, if you don't have them, I think they're totally worth getting. Got RID Megatron this week. Love it. Nice. RID Megatron's so good. So good. Same thing happened to me at Walmart yesterday. The employee just manually punched them in somehow. There you go. Right? So, like, there was a way around it. The manager was just being a jerk, right? Honestly, I do like Scourge better than Hot Rod. At least Scourge makes sense for his price point. That is awesome, Danny. Man, I wish I had your luck. Megatron and Galvatron are the most Megatron and Galvatron are the most Omega Supreme awesome characters ever. made along with Optimus Prime and Hot Rod Rodimus Prime. Whoa, that's a big claim, Robert. That's a big claim, buddy. As long as you're happy, I guess. Hot Rod's not my favorite, but he's the only one I've ever had. He has his flaws. Maybe that's the thing. Like, he's not the only one I've got or I've ever handled. I feel like, you know, and some people said, like, yeah, the Titans Return isn't perfect. It's not. I freely admit it ain't perfect. It got its issues, especially those proportions. And I even tried to cut out, like, his neck section in the hopes that I could leave his head attached. Didn't work, so I just had the section cut out. Oh, well. But his range of motion is unhindered, unlike the range of motion on 86 Hot Rod. His transformation is still pretty brilliant. You know, you got to take the head off, but outside of that, it's pretty brilliant, easy. The upper body on this guy is brilliant. The lower body, I don't trust it's not going to break. Here's the big thing. Hot Rod, the Titans Return Hot Rod, for all of his imperfections, I don't feel like I'm ever going to break anything on him. I've transformed him a billion times. Nothing ever feels stressed. Nothing ever feels forced. Nothing ever feels like it's working against me. And he was $17.99. This feels forced. This feels stressed. This, I can see through the plastic. This, I'm flexing the plastic. And it was $29.99. It is shorter than Titans Return Hot Rod. I know height isn't worth a squat. Titans Return Hot Rod is 89 grams, everything in. This guy's 77 grams. And we're talking the difference of $18.40, more than double the price, $40. I can't get behind this for $40 value. I can't do it. If you can, cool. But comparatively, mathematically, I can't see it. I can't see it. Classics version is Good Night. Triple R saw the announcement of the G2 Seekers and made him Triple R would be very happy about it. He's the first guy I think of any time that I see a Seeker. What? Just fired a link to you that has TRU with pre-order. I'm gonna check that out, Maximal 10. I'm just curious what you sent me there, buddy. Interesting. What he sent me is a pre-order for MPM 12 Optimus Prime from Toys R Us. In Canada, the price will be $169.99. Honestly, maybe not a bad price considering MP44 is $500 and some odd dollars Canadian, $600 Canadian. $169 Canadian seems more reasonable for the Bumblebee Optimus, maybe. Seems like a more reasonable price. Let's see. 86 and Kingdom combined very well. I agree, Matt. Yeah, they do. Hey, Tommy. I missed out on Titans Return Headmasters, but I have the reissue Chrome Dome and Mind Wipe with Brainstorm of the Way. Love Chrome Dome. I think you're going to really enjoy them, Ryan. I could be wrong. I don't know what the quality of the reissues are like, but the originals are still mine. I use them in Universal Collision. I love them. I thought that they were great. They're somewhat simple. They're not hard to transform. They're pretty posable. I can animate them pretty well. So, yeah, I think you'll be happy with them, man. A part of me wants to get the Earthrise Datsun Brothers and Earthrise Ironhide Ratchet, but I already have the Siege versions. Listen, it's up to you which ones you want. I wanted the Earthrise Datsuns because I didn't like the Siege ones. And I got the Earthrise Ironhide and Ratchet, but one of the scraplets has claimed my Siege Ironhide and Ratchet. I'll say this. I do think the Siege Ironhide and Ratchet, especially in robot mode, is better. I have the Earthrise now because the other ones have been claimed, but I do think the Siege for those are better. I think the Earthrise Datsuns are better. I think the Siege Ironhide and Ratchet is better. Take that for what you will. One man's opinion. I had what happened to you before, though, as well. It sucks. They can just take them and not even hold them for right? I get a funny feeling that manager wanted them for himself, and I'd say that's where they're gone. Hey, Dennis, who else likes the G2 colors or characters? Depends on the characters. There are certain things that I like that I prefer in G2, like the Accelerators, the Predators. Give me all that G2 zaniness. Rotor Storm, another perfect example. So for me, I grew up with like the G1 colors for Optimus and stuff. So the G2 is not for me. You know, same with Beachcomber and the Dinobots. But if you grew up with the G2, and to you, Grimlock's blue, then Grimlock's blue, you know? please put Studio Series Scourge on what? Wet light is kind of light purple. Yeah, it is. It is. Don't worry. Scourge, Gabriel, you're going to see more Scourge coming up this week when I do the review of them. I had to work on the thighs. My thighs at first, they didn't turn at all because there's a ton of paint on them. But I have worked them now, and they do turn. There is actually a fairly like deep thigh swivel on it. Like his legs right out to the side now. And I'm going to mention this now, though I'll mention it in the review. You talk about extra care and love. You talk about value for money. And here's one of the small things with this guy that I think does help justify it as a Voyager. The back of the leg, we have a mushroom. They could have left the back of the leg hollow, just hollow. But instead, they extend down the mushroom there, like with a little peg, I guess, that fills in the back of the leg. That is tremendous. It really, really is. To me, that is engineering worthy of the price point. Hey, Nate. I don't know. I have all the hot rods, even have the masterpiece versions, and I still think 86 is the best. I don't see how. I mean, if you do, cool, but I don't remotely see how 86 is the best anything. I don't see how it's good. Like, it's top 3 worst in my collection. I think it's that bad. It doesn't have the most articulation. Titan's Return has the most articulation. It doesn't perform better than any other. I'm convinced that the legs are going to break off. Titan's Return and Classics do perform better. There's no flexing of any plastic, and there's no plastic on them that I can see through. I can't agree with you. I can't see the math behind it. I would need you to be able to prove to me how this functions better, how this has better longevity, how this plastic is better quality than the plastic of the Titan's Return. I can show you. I could put a light behind both of their legs opened out, and you can see which one the light passes through. There's your test for how thick the plastic is. Thicker the plastic, more durable it is. It's pretty simple math. If you see the value, cool. But I don't. And there's nothing anybody's going to say that's going to make me see it. And everybody has been saying the same thing. It's better than Masterpiece. If you know me at all, if anybody knows the channel at all, Masterpiece is trash, man. The whole line is garbage. Almost every release has something that breaks or something that chips for hundreds upon hundreds of dollars. I don't remember the last time there was a Masterpiece that came out that didn't have issues. I'm going to be doing a discussion for patrons and channel members about that coming up. And I dug deep to find issues and to find where it started to go wrong because it used to be tremendous. And it's funny which molds are indeed masterpieces and which ones have the name Masterpiece but are riddled with problems. It's interesting to see how the trend has gone. That'll be an interesting conversation. G2 Dinobots selects. I could see it happening in selects, Paul. 86 Wheelie's trash. I think we can all agree. We might differ on Hot Rod, but I think we can all agree Wheelie without his knees is trash. Just got Optimus Ratchet Shattered Glass 2-pack. They're so good. Wheelie's... Here's the thing with the Wheelie. If they gave a knee... Where's DNA Design? Where's Shockwave Labs? Just make the dude a lower body. That's all you gotta do. Even if you can't transform, just make the dude a lower body. I don't know. My Titan's Return is my Wheelie, so it is what it is. I didn't find Scourge or Hot Rod, either Transformers 2002. They were pre-ordered, and my pre-orders came in. That's all it was. I haven't found them. There's 86 Wheelie. No, the 86 Wheelie is the one that comes in the package with Grimlock is what he's talking about. Which modern sports car that is your favorite? Would you like to see? I'm not a car guy. I don't know modern sports cars. I got to be honest, Robert. I don't know. I wish I could answer the question, but it'd be a pure shot in the dark. What other G2 colors would you like to see on? Sea Spray. A nice G2 Sea Spray. I think that'd be nice. SS86 is everywhere out here. Kingdom is not. Kingdom is just finally starting to come out here in, I'm not going to say widespread, but like you're starting to see Wave 1 show up. If Wave 2 is right on top of it again. Way to go, distribution. The 86 stuff, not. The only thing out that's widespread for 86 is Grimlock. He's everywhere, but nothing else yet. I did talk about it, but I mean, all I really said at this point, average cassette player, is I think the robot looks good. I think the open trailer looks good. I think the vehicle looks wonky. I'm concerned if it's truly Commander or if it's a leader trying to masquerade as Commander. I guess we'll see. The face sculpt is throwing me off. Something about his like upper lip or something. Just, I don't know. The face sculpt is throwing me off, but we'll see. I think he has potential. I like the colors better than the Hot Rod, just because I like the darker colors. If you buy Deluxe Cyberverse Hot Rod, he doesn't come with a spoiler, so could be worse. He doesn't even come with a spoiler at all? I thought he did, but I thought his spoiler was red. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. The one with Grimlock. Let's see. I have a Takara Legends Headmaster, and I love them, especially Cup over 86. Look, I said it in the Cup review. If you have the Legends Cup, even despite him being a Headmaster, plus he has recoil, so he has the Target Master, I still think that's the definitive Cup. I still think that's better than the 86. So if you got that Super Robot Ed, I think you're good, buddy. SS Hot Rod looks exactly proportional to SS Cup. Cup should be a Voyager too, just for the Energon goodies. Oh, Ken. Oh, if you were here now, Ken, I'd shake you. No, he shouldn't, because by the way, I didn't realize that, because I have no instructions with my Cup. I didn't realize that there was a slot where you could like put the Energon goodies like kind of in his pocket. I had no idea because I don't have instructions for the guy. Willie's an afterthought. I agree. War for Cybertron Galactic Odyssey Collection Batropolis. Oh man, I can't wait for my Batropolis to show up. I don't know if Input has it yet or has sent it yet, but Input's the guy getting that for me, thankfully. Hey, Triple R. Triple R, listen, I bet you're excited about G2 Ramjet, buddy. Okay, so let me run down through what's left of the news. So Stan Bush, he had an interview with Hasbro. Heat of Attack is the new War for Cybertron theme. Listen to it if you want. He has a new album coming out. Check it out. The Devastator Wars, so to speak, for a legend scale between Magic Square and Newage. So here's what we've seen so far for Magic Square. We have seen prototypes of the two legs, Scrapper and Mixmaster. They look tremendous in robot mode. They look tremendous in vehicle mode and tremendous in leg mode. They totally capture the characters. They need some added paint and color, but I assume that would be done where these are prototypes. The prototype image for their Devastator looks very G1 accurate. Then we have Newage. Newage looks like it's going to have a lot of joints. It's going to be kind of G1 inspired, but I feel like I get a couple of hints of maybe Studio Oxishness. He seems to be a little more slender. I don't think that either Legends Devastator is going to be bad. I think it's a matter of which one are you going to prefer, but I think they're both good. Newage makes great Legends offerings, so does Magic Square. So we got that done. Optimus Prime from the Bumblebee movie. That truck, it's up for sale. All you need is 216,000 American. Like, put Optimus in your driveway. I thought about doing it, and I asked Starscream wife, hey, how would you feel if I said, sorry, you can't park in the driveway. Optimus needs the room. She wasn't impressed with that idea at all. She didn't think that was a good idea. I said he's a steal at only $216,000. She didn't support that either. So Dinobot and Inferno I already talked about. Starscream and Megatron, the little core classes, they're out in the US and in Canada. I'm not in for them. I mean, they look okay. I just don't see the point of having them at that size. Leader class Ultra Magnus out in the US. If you want that Ultra Magnus, it's not for me. My Ultra Magnus is the Combiner Wars with the PC-17 and X2 toys upgrade kits. But if you're in for it, cool. Let's see. Siege. Speaking of like War for Cybertron, Siege, Netflix is up for an award for best effects. I don't know if it'll win it, but it's nominated. I don't know what it's up against, so I guess we'll see. I'm iffy if it will win it, to be honest with you, because a lot of people complained about it, but I guess we'll see what the professionals say. They should make a G2 line like the new Shattered Glass, Pulse exclusive. They could, honestly, Paul, they could. That'd be a way to go about doing it. Can't believe Stan Bush is back at it. I don't know if he ever stopped being at it, to be honest with you. Still has the touch. I am glad Stan is back. Yeah, honestly, Grippin? I hope I'm saying your name right. Honestly, Grippin, I agree with you, man. I don't get to hang out for your live streams. This makes my evening. Only having an early meeting today. That's nice. I'm glad you're here, Ed. I'm glad, I'm glad that you're able to kind of start the road to your weekend with us, buddy. I really am. Because, of course, we all know what tomorrow is, right? Tomorrow's Friday, man. Tomorrow is Friday. Jim says, son, Amazon, the 86 cup and blur order, $20. Worth it for $20, I guess. In Canada, I saw that blur was up on Walmart.ca for 25 Canadian. Totally worth it for that. Let's see. I'm just going down here. I'm going to be skipping some stuff. Hey, Crimson. I hope whoever buys Optimus Prime makes a go-kart size remote control roller. That would be awesome. Oh, that would be so good, Crimson. I would love that. I would love that. I really would. Okay, so what else do we have here? The 10-inch Optimus Prime Funko Pop. If you like Funko Pops, there's a huge Optimus. Get it if you like it. It's like painted nice. It has the Funko design like we're all used to seeing. So if you dig it, you dig it. If you don't, you don't. I think his eyes are blue. Shockwave Labs has an upgrade for Grimlock. It is a sword. Cool, I guess. Last week when I showed you guys Grimlock, when I opened them, I showed you guys a sword that was with them. That one is from Justin from the 3D Corner. We'll be taking a closer look at that sword tomorrow because we're going to be looking at Grimlock tomorrow. I'm going to tell you, way more positive approach with Grimlock than I had with Hot Rod. Way more positive approach. TFC showed their Cutthroat. He looks glorious. Highly stylized version of Cutthroat for their highly stylized Abominus. But he's looking real good in bird mode, in robot mode, and a big, hefty arm for combined mode. The rumor mill is already circulating about Transformers 7, and the rumor mill is that filming may be taking place in Canada. The company in question has done principal photography for a number of films, so this might be as simple as principal photography. I don't know. For now, take it as rumor. It's pretty early on. Cang Toys showed their Legends class dive bomb. Now we know that they're doing that big, I'm going to say MP scaled 6-piece Predaking combiner. It looks like they're doing a Legend size combiner. I would be interested to see the scale of this dive bomb. I would be interested to know if it's just like a downsized version of their bigger one or if it's a completely new mold. Right now, it's just a prototype. It looks all right, though I wonder how functional it is and how cumbersome the wings are. There's potential, but I need to see a lot more. Cang Toys going very much the Predacon route, which I find very interesting in different size classes. We done Ninja Bill's birthday. For anybody coming in late, it is Ninja Bill's birthday. Wish him a happy birthday, guys. What else do we have here? Kingdom Rodimus, we talked about. I see the potential. G2 Ramjet, we talked about. Mech Studios showed off their Legends class Octane. And I'm going to tell you now, it's one of the best looking Octanes that we've seen. The truck, granted, it does look like it has plane wings on the side. You can only do so much. We're talking Legends. But the robot looks cohesive and solid and well articulated. The plane looks chunky and solid. The truck looks chunky and solid. I think it's pretty amazing for a Legends. I really do. I'm sure it's going to be a bit pricey for a Legend, but I think the value is there in both the engineering and the heft and the kind of true to nature look of all three modes. How is the transformation going to be? I don't know, man. I guess we're going to see. UK fans, rejoice. After all of the years of feeling slighted because you guys can't get things off of Hasbro Pulse, now there's UK Pulse. I don't like Pulse as a concept. To come to Canada at the moment anyway, the only method that I ever see available is the extremely hyper expensive FedEx. No, usually the cost of shipping to here is more than the cost of what I'm ordering when I've looked into it. It's prohibitive. When you're more than doubling the cost of something just to get it shipped, I find that prohibitive, to be honest with you. I mean, to each their own, but I can't. When it's that expensive, I can't. The things I've gotten off Pulse I've been lucky enough to get because of the help of people. Crimson Raptor, for example, the whole reason I have God Neptune is expressly because he helped me, and it's expressly because of the help and the support of my channel members and patrons. Honestly, that is the only reason that I was able to have God Neptune. The only reason that I can have him. And the help and support of people on the channel is the only reason that I'm able to work on getting King Poseidon, which is great because he was the last holdout that I had for the 9 generals of Violent Jiger. I'm going to check in with the comments and stuff here just a bit because I know I've definitely been missing some stuff here. We could buy Optimus, but we'd have to live in. We could live in Optimus Prime. I'd be okay with that. He'd protect us. Yeah, it'd be all right. Optimus got plenty of room. 5 of us. We gotta take Tesla Bear with us. Oh, yay! I'm glad that I said your name correctly, man. Would I like updates to Machine Wars? You know what? Why not? Why not? Some quirky offerings in there. Why not, Sawyer? I think I could get behind that. California time, 3:44 time zones, right? Going down here. I haven't checked. I've looked at the pictures, Grippin, and I haven't got into them yet, but I'm real tempted to get that Bonsai-tron. I'm real tempted. I love the look of them, but I feel like they're pretty limited in what they can do. I'd like to see more of the Bonsai-tron, but I'm real tempted with him. Maybe even the Bombshell. Hey, Brandon. From Brazil. What? From Brazil, Indiana. Nice. I appreciate you coming by, Brandon. I really do. I'm sorry that you're coming in on a week when we're having so much controversy with Hot Rod. Usually we have more fun than that around here, but you're just coming in at a time. Look, here's the thing. I got to call them as I see them. I can't call what I do the true review from not being honest. If people see it differently, that's cool. That's fine. But I gotta be me, baby. Gotta be me. I got the sword upgrade from for Grimlock. There is a wrist cover for Grimlock on eBay. Interesting. Live in Evansville. Look at that. So we go down here. No, not yet. Okay. I finally got my replacement Starblade. It's beautiful. I'm currently messing with my TR Hot Rod again and remembering how much I love that thing. I still want the 86 one just to see for myself. Listen, and maybe yours will be in better condition than what mine is. I mean, it's totally possible. But, like, here's the thing. Even if I put this guy on my shelf, even if I start using them in, say, Universal Collision, I don't feel like I can get rid of my Titans Return one because I don't believe this is going to last. I feel like I'm going to break one of these things off the leg, and then this guy's junk. He can't transform if the thing's broken off the leg. And then I'll have to go back to the Titans Return. Thoughts on Beast Machines? I like Beast Machines. A lot of people detest it. I like it. The older I get and the more patience I have, it is esoteric, and Optimus Primal does get pretty weird. But I feel like the mammoth threat that Megatron is like a god level threat. It's like a Thanos level threat, and I dig it personally, and I see it as the ultimate end of G1. It is all full circle, all back to the very beginning, a fresh new start. We've gone through everything. That's the way I see it. To each their own, but that's the way I see it. Really starting to like those Legends figures. I'm kind of with you, Jay. As we go down here, Sam says, bit of a shame that the bow doesn't stick out from the weapon for Rodimus, even though Magnus with a hammer sticks around, right? I like Beast Machines too. It's okay, GotBot. I love talking all things Transformers. I could talk about it every day. Listen, man, that's why I try to also always reply to the comments and stuff. You know, I call us a community. I got to be active. What else do we have here? So UK Pulse. We only got a couple more news items, and then we got trivia and then the unboxing for today. We saw some listings for exclusives for Walmart. I'm pretty sure that we can confirm now. It hasn't expressly been said, but I'm willing to guess that these mysterious Walmart exclusive listings are probably the Beast Wars reissues or the Netflix Wave 3. One of those two. I expect that we're going to see more on, what is it, the 15th? They're doing Walmart Con or something, where there's going to be a bunch of reveals, apparently. So what's this? This is the 11th. Tomorrow's the 12th, 13, 14. Monday. I think that will be answered. We'll see by the time we get here next week. Jiang Xing, Metal Beast 02, Cold Dragon. It is a blue, basically, RID Cryotech repaint of their Dragon Megatron from about 2018. So it's a couple of years old, but it was a tremendous mold then, tremendous mold now. Pretty expensive, but really well done if you can afford it. It's expected in June, by the way. Magnus out in the US, we got that, and we covered Beast Wars. That's it for the news. Let's get into trivia, baby. I'm just going to check in with a couple of comments here. Dinobot is my favorite Beast Wars character. It's well up there for me, too. I really like Dinobot, and I love the character arc for the guy. I'm eager for this Rodimus. Yeah, listen, here's the thing. I'm going to get the Rodimus anyway, because I detest the Power of the Primes one. Can't wait to get rid of it. So whatever this one is, I'm going to get it. So I'm getting it because I hate the Power of the Primes that much, but that's not necessarily saying I'm going to be happy with it. I could get it and feel like, man, I need a new one right away. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I think the Rodimus robot mode looks cool. I think the Beast Wars ones, I think it's the Beast Wars ones. I mean, it could be Netflix Wave 3, but I think it's the Beast Wars ones. Transformers 2002. Beast Wars Dinobot versus Megatron. Yes. What else do we have here? One shall stand, one shall fall. Commander Rodimus is the same height as Earthrise Prime, so I don't know if they're going to fill that out. Neither do I. I'd like to know what one battery is. I'd like to know what that is, Nate. Would you like updates for the Viacon Generals? I never had the originals. I've never held one of the deluxe Viacon, so sure, why not? I missed out on the originals. I can't get into the B stuff. That's fair. I mean, it's not for everyone. Hey, D.W. Brown. Walmart has posters for mysterious WFC figures and the Beast Wars stuff. I would say the WFC stuff would be the Netflix exclusive way through, would be my guess. It'd be cool if it's something different, but I guess we'll see. Sorry, I got to go. That's fair, man. We're almost done here anyway. So we go down here. Don't mad at me if I spoil you with Kingdom Galvatron. I heard it would look like Fansoy Sovereign. Interesting. Maybe it'll be interesting. See if you're right, Gabriel. Get your kicks on Route 66. It's been confirmed to be Beast Wars reissues. Oh, there you go. Well, Tanker has one. Let's see. I think that's essential. Blah, blah, blah. Where did you find the leak, Gabe? The battery is the artillery piece of the platform. Oh, that's disappointing, Crimson. 75 degrees Fahrenheit today. Actually, that's nice. And Robert says, I'm going to come down with the yelling. Right? Why is everyone yelling? Yeah, why is everyone yelling? They're so boisterous. Okay, let's do trivia. Pretty easy one tonight. You ready for trivia? Mm-hmm. All right, let's do trivia. And then we'll do the unboxing. Then we'll get out of here. So trivia tonight. In Beast Wars, Optimus Primal is known for a particular catchphrase, much like Optimus Prime. What is Optimus Primal's catchphrase? Is it A, transform and roll out? Is it B, transform and rise up? Is it C, monkey, not truck? Or is it D? Or is it D? Well, that's just Prime.
Okay, that one is just.
We have B. We have, well, that's just Prime. This is a stupid trivia. Listen, man, it's not my trivia. I wouldn't say it's stupid trivia. There's no trivia that's stupid. Massfire saying D. Crumblezone saying D. Crimson. A lot of D's. What are you saying, Starscream wife? Jay saying A. What are you going with?
D.
You're going with what? D? And the answer is, and this is a question, by the way, I should have said this, from our friend Blue Raccoon. The answer is, of course, D. Well, that's just Prime. Those that are Beast Wars fans are going to get it. If you're not a Beast Wars fan, that one would have been tricky for you. Okay, let's do the unboxing. Let's do the unboxing. Unfortunately, input didn't come in here, and I do have something from him. I think I know what it is. So, very first thing that I got was this mailing envelope, I guess, from Amazon. And within that envelope was my Micron 6-pack, baby. And while I'm happy to have all these guys, the one I wanted the most was this little lad, the one they call Runner. But in reality, this is G1 Barricade. I've been saying that, and a lot of people are like, Barricade's police car. I'm like, G1 Barricade was a little blue race car who was the leader of, I believe I'm not sure if it's the race car patrol or the sports car patrol. The nice thing is, he's in there, as is Roadhugger, maybe. I can't remember who the other one is now. But we have all 4 members of that particular team. In the reissues, that's the only team we have all 4 members of. So I'm tickled to have it. Some of the moles in there are a little better than some of the other ones, but happy to have it. Let's see. I'm late. Commander Rodimus doubles as lunchbox for kids. You might be right, Razor Bear. Razor Bear, of course, our Super Chat super fan. I always appreciate when he comes in here. Lots of D's. Well, that's just Prime indeed. We do have something else there. I'm just checking very quickly here. Police car Barricade is cooler, arguably. So Master Fire. And you know what? I might stick with the name Runner, but by rights it is Barricade, and I really want him for some reason. Eject truck, return to monkey. Okay. Now, here's the other thing I got. Here is the other thing. First, this was on top. And this was from Input. Pretty sure I know what it is. And it is a couple of little pieces like this. And you might be asking yourself, what are these weird little pieces? These weird little pieces go attached, if I'm not mistaken. I need to double check with him. But I think these are the pieces that go attached to the like Legends or Titan's Return or whatever you want to call it, God Ginrai. A lot of people have complained about the like ankle stability on that guy when he's in combined mode. These are stabilizers to help with that, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I got to double check with Input, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Most recently, he sent thigh fillers for full tilt to go with Trypticon and a golden disc, which is being held right now by Optimal Optimus. So I'm excited to have these. And the last thing before we get out of here for the night, the very last thing, ladies and gentlemen, is, and this was also obtained by Input for me. I sourced it through him. It is this set. I don't know what it's called. It's the 2-pack with Barricade and Punch Counter Punch. I wanted this set for this Barricade. I now have 2 Punch Counter Punch. I don't know. I'm not even sure which one I like the best yet. I guess we'll see. I am tickled to say, though, that this version of Punch Counter Punch has all 4 of his tires. Yay! So we have 2 of the Galactic Odyssey packs. I never did get Biosphere because I already have the clones, thanks to Titan's Return. I have the Paradron Medics. And Botropolis is on the way, and that'll clue up Galactic Odyssey. So some nice little pickups there as well. I was hoping I was going to have the Wave 2 Kingdom. I have a couple more of the members of King Poseidon sent on the way. And that, ladies and gentlemen, I wish they would make a masterpiece Punch Counter Punch. I feel like third party will do that before anybody else. Anyway, folks, we've been in here almost an hour. It's time to get out of here. I appreciate you guys coming by. I hope that you're happy heading into the weekend. Tomorrow we do Grimlock. Monday will be the top 10 list for top 10 couples. The voting continuing on with that until midnight tomorrow night. I appreciate you coming by. Give me some of your extremely valuable time, man. I do know how important it is to you. If you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link. You can check us out on Patreon, see what we offer to you through Teespring, or of course, hit the join button right here on YouTube. Don't forget that somehow, someway, each and every single day, you do make a difference. Happy St. Patrick's Day weekend up and coming for each and every one of you. I look forward to the next time that we get together to have another visit, either in the live streams, at the stop motion premieres, or the old-fashioned way, baby, right here inside the videos. I hate trying to find these buttons.